I want to say again, Chiokwe Utesia in our language, thank you very much. They call this day Thanksgiving Day. Big shopping stuff going on, in this country. We used to call this, we've been doing this about 33 years in the International Indian Treaty Council, and I always recognize the vision of our founder here in the Bay Area with the IITC work, Bill Wapipa. I want to honor him and anyone in his family who's here and listening, because he was my first teacher in this work. And we used to come out here 33 years ago or so, maybe 50 people, maybe 100, and then it started growing and growing. And this day for us is still, as it was then, about truth and history. We remember that the very first Thanksgiving Day ever declared on what's now called the United States of America was in 1637. The governor of Massachusetts Bay Colony, John Winthrop was his name, declared a day of thanksgiving for the return of his militia that had just massacred 600 Pequots during their green corn harvest ceremony, unarmed, which makes us think about what just happened a couple days ago in Standing Rock. You know, we talked about history repeating itself. They killed 600 unarmed Pequots and declared a day of thanksgiving. This day isn't about the pilgrims sitting down with the Indians and everyone sharing turkey and pumpkin pie. This is commemorating a massacre. And let's not forget that. So we give thanks. We give thanks that we remember our ancestors and what they went through as we face what might be dark times coming now. That our ancestors went through much more struggle than this, what we have to go through now. And so we have to remember that. We have to be unified. We have to stand strong. We have to be one with the spirits of our Mother Earth that are all around us today. We don't just stand for fire and water and air and earth. We are those things. Those are our bodies. We are the water. We are the fire. We are the air. We are the earth. We're standing for ourselves when we're standing for Standing Rock and Medicine Lake and the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge and Mount Taylor and San Francisco Peaks and Rio Yaqui, Sonora, Mexico, and the Amazon and all the places that are under attack by the fossil fuel economy that's destroying this world. We're standing for life. The birds are cheering us on. We can hear that. And the bird nations, the winged nations are with us here today. We're standing for truth and history. You're standing on the place right now where the Indigenous International Movement began in 1969. This is the place that took us to the formation of the International Indian Treaty Council in 1974 at Standing Rock. That's our birthplace where we were born. That took us to the United Nations, that brought about the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. That's what we're standing for. You're part of that movement, just being here, standing in this place today. And we're honoring that occupation in 1969 here. And Lenny Foster stood up here and said, recognize all these veterans. He didn't mention himself, so I just want to do that. Recognize Lenny Foster and all of those that stood up for us, led by the students at San Francisco State. Our young people started this movement, and our young people are going to carry it forth. And I salute all of you, children, the young, very young man who danced for us here just a little while ago. And each and every one of you that brought your children and your grandchildren, and they're teaching them about the history that we're facing today. I'm gathering strength from you. Like all of you, my heart was down on the ground a couple days ago when I saw what law enforcement use the brutality, the violation of human rights, the war crimes that were levied against our peaceful protesters, our peaceful water defenders at Standing Rock. And we're doing our best, rest assured, to make sure the world community and the United Nations is informed of everything that's going on there. And at the very least, there won't be impunity against what's being levied against them there. But I thought about all that, and I was wondering what to share with you as I talk about Thanksgiving and what all we have to be thankful for the strength and unity and love in our hearts. And I saw a rainbow yesterday driving across the bridge, coming into the ocean. And I thought about my sister Ingrid Washinawatak, who was killed in Colombia in 1999, one of our staff of the International Indian Treaty Council. And something that she said just in the year before she died, when the former director of the CIA was elected president, George Herbert Walker Bush, the first Bush, that bought us the first Gulf War. She said that those politicians, they think that they have power. Well, maybe they have some authority, but that's not where power is. Power is in the rising sun. Power is in the fire. Power is in the rain and the wind. Power is in the earth. And that's the power that we stand with and we align ourselves with and we're part of. The earth will continue. Our peoples will continue. Life will continue. And we just have to do our part to defend it in any way that we can. So with that, I want to thank you again for being here. Offer our thanks for this beautiful day and this beautiful moment and this sacred circle and the unity and commitment that we feel for our earth, for our future generations. And again, offer you thanks with all my heart for giving me and all of us and each other the strength to continue on from this moment in dignity, remembering who we are. And as my brother, Chairman Archambault from Standing Rock Sioux Nation says, and I heard him say it at United Nations when I was with him there in September, we will go forward in peace and in prayer. Chokwe Tesia.